The WHAS11 night team begins right now with the best election coverage every time. And right now at 11 on primary night, meet the new Metro Council member who will represent the downtown business district.
I would like to work with any and all of them if they want to and do some good work together. I really would.
Longtime downtown advocate Ken Herndon fights off 9 other challengers for District 4. Plus an upset tonight. Incumbent councilmember Philip Baker loses. Longtime state senator Gerald Neal returns to Frankfort, beating Attica Scott. And Republican Kentucky lawmaker Kevin Bratcher now one step closer to becoming a Metro Council member, leaving Frankfort behind. Also new tonight, Louisville's original Krispy Kreme donut store, 60 years old, is badly damaged. Firefighters arrest a man for arson. We'll tell you how it happened right now on the WHAS 11 night team. Breaking news first right now on the WHAS 11 night team. Extreme violence across Metro Louisville tonight as we come on the air. Police are now at their 4th shooting of the night. This investigation you see live from our crews at the scene now underway. Overall tonight, 2 people are dead. First, let's get to this investigation you're seeing at the moment. Live underway at North 20th Street near Lytle Street. This is right in the Portland neighborhood. Officers were called to this area just before 10:30 tonight. An LMPD spokesperson says the victim's injuries are considered to be life-threatening. Now, we're still waiting more details on this particular shooting here. This shooting happening again 30 minutes ago in the Portland neighborhood. You see, still an active scene. Now, that shooting comes after 3 other shootings that happened within 20 minutes of another tonight. LMPD telling us that a male juvenile was killed at this scene at Garland and Lewis Coleman Jr. Drive. That's in the Chickasaw neighborhood of West Louisville. Officers headed there at about 9:20 tonight, where they found the victim shot right in the front yard, and he died at the scene. Police are also investigating a shooting that happened on Versailles Lane. That's in Okolona in southern Jefferson County, where a man was shot at about 9 o'clock tonight. Now, we've learned just before news time that he died during surgery. Police say they have detained a person of interest in this shooting on Versailles Lane. Then another shooting happened on West Market and Amy Avenue in the Shawnee neighborhood. This happened at about 9:15 this evening. A male juvenile was hurt in that incident and is expected to survive. Investigators do not believe any of the shootings are related to this moment. If you have any information that can help detectives who were so busy tonight, the anonymous tip lines 574 LMPD. You can also use their online portal. And hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt. Also new tonight on the WHAS 11 night team. The results are now in. We've got an upset to tell you about, incumbents fighting off tough challengers tonight, and new leaders on the way for Metro Louisville. First, let's start with that key Metro Council District number 4 that governs downtown Louisville. Ken Herndon held off 9 other challengers to win the primary with 28% of the vote, and there are no Republicans on the ballot facing Herndon in November. In District number 8, made up of the Highlands and surrounding neighborhoods, Democrat Ben Reno Weber will keep his seat. Growth, traffic, and crime, big issues to tackle in the Highlands. He defeated Taylor McGovern Uselis by just over 1,400 votes. There are also no Republicans running for this position. WHAS 11 night team's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Addie Hill have been catching up with the top candidates tonight as they are celebrating those victories. Alex, a low turnout for some of these districts, and I also thought it was interesting that Ken Herndon told you in an earlier interview that controlling Airbnbs in his district is also a big issue he's going to focus on.
Doug, Herndon told me that the increase in Airbnb properties in District 4, especially in Butchertown, has been causing a lot of concern for residents, and he plans to address this once he takes office. Now, while District 4 for the race has been very closely watched with 10 candidates, less than 2,000 people showed up to the polls today to vote. We spoke again with Herndon today after his win, as well as District 8 incumbent Ben Reno Weber after his win.
I am elated. It's been 6 months of hard work with a great campaign team, great neighbors, great supporters, and actually congratulations to the other 9 candidates. We had a great field of fine people.
Ken Herndon is the Democratic candidate you'll see on your November ballot to represent District 4 on the Louisville Metro Council. He's a longtime downtown advocate, formerly with the Louisville Downtown Partnership. He was one of 10 candidates going after the powerful seat that will govern downtown Louisville, New Lou, and Butchertown. Herndon is looking ahead to November. There is no Republican challenger.
I got our message out, and we're very happy, and I look forward to the fall. There's no Republican, so we expect to win, of course, and so I will be taking office, unless lightning strikes me, on January of 2025. And I look forward to serving the people of the 4th District for the next 4 years.
Since the city-county merger back in 2003, only Democrats have been elected to represent both District 4 and District 8. And in the Highlands, incumbent Ben Reno Weber keeps his seat representing District 8 on the Metro Council, defeating challenger Taylor McGovern-Usellis.
I was already in this seat and doing this work, and I'm grateful that the residents of District 8 thought we were doing a good job. And I'm grateful and humbled that we have the opportunity to do it again.
This is not the first race between Reno Weber and McGovern-Usellis. Reno Weber was appointed to fill the council seat when it was vacated by State Senator Cassie Chambers Armstrong in 2023. McGovern-Usellis also ran to fill the vacancy.
Before this campaign, we worked well together. I hope at the end of this we'll be able to work together. What I know is that we care about our community.
Because District 4 and District 8 only had Democratic candidates on the ballot today, this means that the winners from the primary will be the only names on the ballot come November, unless they face independents. Live at City Hall, Alex Dieterer with photojournalist Addie Hill, the WHAS 11 night team on your side.
Alex, thank you. Unique issues they certainly face. While almost all Metro Council members and their incumbents won their primaries, there is going to be a new council member in District number 6, which includes Old Louisville and the surrounding area. Democrat J.P. Leninger defeating incumbent Philip Baker and challenger Kate Holm. No Republicans filed for the seat. Republican Kentucky lawmaker Kevin Bratcher is a step closer to trading in his Kentucky House seat for city government and Metro Council. He defeated Robert Zeller and come November will face Democrat Rashawn Crawley, who was unopposed tonight. Longtime Kentucky State Senator Gerald Neal has won his primary, defeating a former state representative for Senate District number 33. Neal defeated Attica Scott of West Louisville and challenger Michael Churchill with 55% of the vote. No Republicans are running for this seat. We caught up with Attica Scott earlier this afternoon, and then we talked with Gerald Neal tonight about his plans moving forward.
I got to think about broadly about what benefits and takes Kentucky forward in a way that it benefits people. In other words, at the end of the day, it's not really about party. It's really about what resonates in people's lives. How do you uplift people?
We're going to hold you accountable. That's absolutely what we're going to do. And this is part of that accountability. When people run for office, they're also saying this is a form of accountability.
Another seat up for grabs in Frankfort, House District 29 in southeast Jefferson County, which was held by Kevin Bratcher. In this race, former mayoral candidate Tim Finley Jr. defeated fellow Democrats Matthew Fatt and Ricky Santiago. He's going to face Republican Chris Lewis, who also defeated 2 other candidates in their primary tonight. Incumbent and Democrat Nima Kulkarni has defeated William Zietz in the race for House District number 40. However, the votes won't be certified until a ruling from the Kentucky Supreme Court. Kulkarni's eligibility was challenged in a lawsuit, but yesterday the state's highest court ruled that she could remain on the ballot. This case will be heard on June 6. Now to the race for Kentucky House District number 41. Democrat Mary Lou Marzian, once a mainstay in Frankfort and a longtime Highlands resident, will have a chance to return to Frankfort now. The former representative defeated Rick Adams in the primary. She's going to face Republican Sarah Elizabeth Cottrell, who was unopposed. By the way, we invite you to check out our full list of election results. Our election chief at WHAS11.com, CJ Daniels, has been on top of it tonight with the fastest results. You'll see a link right at the top of our homepage. Right now, we want to get to the other top story you've been talking about. We've been following today. The view from Bardstown Road this afternoon as firefighters responded to Louisville's original Krispy Kreme donut store. You can see the heavy smoke filling the air today. Now a man is charged with arson in the fire at the 60-year-old location. WHAS 11 Night Team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie share what we know about the suspect and what the fire means to loyal customers of the store who came back to see the damage.
And that's like my Krispy Kreme, and it burned up, and it looks bad.
It's still hard for customers like Linda Currington to ride by Louisville's original Krispy Kreme location with the same sign out front since it opened in 1964 on Bardstown Road in the Gardner Lane Shopping Center. Now closed after firefighters say it was targeted for arson by this man, Michael Moore.
I mean, almost in tears when I heard about it on the news. I was like, oh no, that is my Krispy Kreme. Because when we have donuts at work, I would go and get, Krispy Kremes and take it into work for the teachers.
She and other longtime customers have been stopping by to see it for themselves. Louisville firefighters have charged the 40-year-old with arson and wanton endangerment. Krispy Kreme was open and serving donuts when it happened.
And they said they found the person who did it, and it was arson. I mean, who would do that?
Louisville Fire Captain Tamara Stewart says Michael Moore allegedly threw a plastic bottle on the roof while workers were still inside. No one was injured, but a few people were checked for smoke inhalation. It took 40 firefighters to get the blaze under control.
Our arson investigators have determined that the fire was caused by an incendiary device that was thrown onto the upper portion of the building.
You can see how significant the damage is to the roof, and now what is left is rubble right here in the parking lot.
Bob Bauer has 6 decades worth of memories that were shared inside this Krispy Kreme.
I was really shocked. I've been coming here since I was in high school in the 60s.
Viewers like Andre Goatley sent us photos celebrating events outside of Krispy Kreme. Bob Bauer is also wondering if the cherished spot will be rebuilt or closed for good.
What about the employees? What are they going to do?
Hoping the iconic location will keep serving the donuts hot and fresh. In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS 1119 on your side.
Certainly a beloved Louisville tradition. Well, the Louisville Metro Police Chief, Jacqueline Gwen Villarreal, will give her very first briefing on the arrest of top golfer Scottie Scheffler coming up this Thursday. There are many questions about video and how the arrest took place. Scheffler was arrested last Friday right outside Valhalla Golf Club. Police say he ignored commands and dragged an officer while police investigated the death of a security employee hit by a shuttle bus nearby. While there is no police body camera video of the incident, there is video from a camera across the street that was on a pole. Mayor Craig Greenberg has seen that video.
I will let the video speak for itself. It shows the arrest of Mr. Scheffler, and I will let others come to their own conclusions.
Scheffler's first court appearance is now June 3rd after a judge granted his attorney's request that it be moved for scheduling conflicts. In newly released video of that hearing yesterday, in a rare move, Jefferson County Attorney Mike O'Connell showed up in person to push back.
This man should be treated like everyone else in this matter. The rule says, as you are well aware, that if you are charged with a felony, you are to be present for arraignment and in all stages of the proceeding.
Mr. O'Connell says, well, we don't want to treat him differently. Then go through and look how many cases are agreed to by continuance by the county every day. They are absolutely treating him differently.
Scheffler's attorney there is Louisville's Steve Romines. When agreeing to the delay, Judge Ann Delahanty did say Scheffler will need to be in court for that June 3rd arraignment. Louisville Metro Police also investigating the absence of the body camera video. In a statement today, Chief Gwen Villarreal says, quote, the internal investigation is still ongoing. Any policy violations that are revealed through the course of the investigation will be appropriately addressed according to LMPD's disciplinary protocol.